Nebraska adds 23 players on early signing day. JUCO's Desmond Bland and Dedrick Mills did not sign, but still could later on. Here's the newest crop of Cornhuskers, ranked 18th nationally by Rivals and 24th by 24/7 Sports. We begin the offensive signees with the one most talked about, Wan'Dale Robinson. The hybrid receiver running back originally committed to his home state school, Kentucky, back on November 1st, but the Husker coaching staff stayed persistent and pulled away the four-star, who accounted for 45 total touchdowns this fall.
We knew all along that this is kind of where his heart was. Sure, I'm glad that Wan'Dale followed his heart and came here, and we got a new toy for our offense.
Luke McCaffrey, brother of former Stanford running back Christian McCaffrey, is NU's quarterback for the 2019 class. The 6'2" dual threat was the #1 ranked player in Colorado, according to multiple outlets. Ramir Johnson is a track standout from New Jersey, ranked as the 6th best all-purpose back, according to Rivals. Meanwhile, fellow running back Ronald Tompkins had his senior season cut short by injury. However, the Georgia native still had offers from Alabama and Florida, among others.
If Ronald would have stayed healthy this year, it might have been tough for us to hold on to him with all the people that would have come after him.
Nebraska signed a couple of speedy receivers Wednesday. Darian Chase was ranked as the #1 prospect in Washington by 24/7 Sports, while Jamie Nance turned down offers from Notre Dame, Mississippi State, and others to come to NU. Omaha Burke tight end Chris Hickman brings a 6'5" frame to the fold and picked the Big Red over offers from LSU and Wisconsin. The Huskers signed 4 tall offensive linemen, including 6'7" signing day commit Jimmy Fritchie, who turned down his home state school Clemson to come to Nebraska. Matthew Anderson, meanwhile, was part of a high school team in Louisiana that won 23 games over his final 2 seasons. Meanwhile, Michael Lynn was ranked as a top 5 player in Colorado and picked the Huskers over Penn State and Oklahoma State. And last but definitely not least, Bryce Benhart brings a 6'8" frame to Lincoln, along with a 4-star ranking.
Bryce Benhart is as big a kid as I've ever recruited, and not only that, but he's a great kid and a really good athlete, an elite wrestler.
With more on the future Black Shirts, here's Phil Bergman.
There were 12 signees on the defensive side of the ball. All the moves aimed to make the Black Shirts bigger and badder in 2019.
That's what Husker defense has been built on, as I knew it.
The Big Red recruited strong in Nebraska, nabbing the top 4 defensive prospects in the Cornhusker State.
Those guys are going to be huge for us, and I think they'll help be the backbone of the program we're building.
Nick Henrich is the prize target of the group, ranked 119 nationally and the 6th best outside linebacker by Rivals. The 6'3", 210-pound backer helped lead Burke to the state title this past fall. Garrett Nelson is a man amongst boys in this class. The 6'3", 235-pound defender dominated at the Class B level. York's Garrett Snodgrass starred at linebacker and running back for the Dukes, and Norfolk Catholic's Ethan Piper adds depth to the defensive line. 4 of Nebraska's 5 linemen are at least 6'5", with Georgia's Jamin Graham coming in at 6'6", and Houston's Brant Banks measuring at 6'7". Defensive end Masai Newsome is the top-ranked defender out of Iowa and the 2nd best player in the state. One of the biggest lands on signing day for Nebraska was Ty Robinson. Ranked number 146 by Rivals, the 6'6", 275-pounder picked Nebraska over #1 ranked Alabama.
We were at Ty's house with the entire staff. There was some cornhole going on, some ping pong, a little bit of basketball, a bonfire, and a camel.
At linebacker, the Huskers added Jackson Hanna. The Tennessee native was one of Nebraska's highest-rated recruits in the 2019 class. The Huskers nabbed 2 safeties from Georgia, Miles Farmer and Quinton Newsome. Farmer is known for his physicality, while Newsome picked the Huskers over Alabama and Auburn. And rounding out the defensive group is Javin Wright. The Arizona native is Nebraska's only cornerback signee this season.